Trying to explain the Legend of Zelda history as fast as humanly possible. Go! Okay, in the beginning there are a bunch of goddesses. The goddesses leave triangles on Earth, and they are super powerful, and if you get it, you get to make a wish. A long, long time later, people in the sky come down to Earth because a lady named Zelda falls. Then evil guy named Demise uh, tries to get triangles from a girl who fell from the sky. Guy who fell from the sky instead kills Demise, evil man, and Demise curses them for all eternity until they forever have to deal with him because they suck. The next two games in the timeline don't matter. They suck. Moving on. The next game is Ocarina of Time. It is timeline weird. So Ganon comes back because Demise comes back, but in the form of a guy named Ganondorf. Link and Zelda are also reincarnated because that's how this works now. So they fight too because they're cool, and then the timeline splits off into three depending on what happens after their big final battle. They go into the child timeline where Link goes back to being the place where he was, and at the end everything gets reset to the way it was before. So one timeline follows that reset world. It's called the adult timeline. No, that one's called the child timeline. The one where the one that keeps going on that didn't reset is called the adult timeline, and then the one where Link dies, that one's called the hero timeline or fallen hero timeline. Okay, child timeline. Next game is Majora's Mask. There's a kid with a mask, and he tries to bring down the moon on a town. Link beats him. Moving on. Twilight Princess. Another reincarnated Link is like trapped in a Twilight realm, and he has to kill a guy named Zant who's taken over the Twilight realm. But it was actually Ganon the whole time because, of course, it was. Then there's four swords, and there's a sword that splits you into four different people, and a wizard named Vati revives Ganondorf again. All right, that's that timeline. Moving on to the adult timeline. There's Wind Waker. Link gets a reincarnated Link gets his sister stolen, and then he has to go find her, and he has cool pirate Zelda with him the entire time. The next one is Phantom Hourglass. It's Hourglass. It's a sequel to that game. It can be beaten in less than 10 minutes. The next one is Spirit Tracks. It takes place 100 years after the Phantom Hourglass, and the world is attacked by a big giant skeleton, and Link has to stop him with trains. The next one is Fallen Hero Timeline. Link to the Past. There are a bunch of mages, and they're kidnapped by reincarnated Ganon, and Link has to save them all and kill Ganon, and he does. Then he goes out to sea, and he crashes in Link's Awakening, and he dies? Question mark. Next game is Next game is Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons. They're like Pokemon games where there's two of them and they happen at the same time, but they're not in different universes. They all happen at once. Link meets the gods. That's really all you need to know about that one. The next one in the timeline is Link Between Worlds. It's like A Link to the Past, but it's not. It's basically a remaster, but it still happens later in the timeline. It's weird. Then there's Triforce Heroes. This is a filler episode. Nothing happens. Then there's the original Legend of Zelda that happens, and basically Triforce is scattered across the land because Ganon takes over the world, and then then Ganon he's like, "Whoa, I'm gonna rule everything," but Link is like, "No, I won't let you." And he also has to rescue Zelda, and then the second one happens, and it's basically the same little thing again. All right, and then is the final one in the timeline. Oh, which would it be? The fallen hero, the child, the adult? No, it's all of them. Yeah, it's for somehow the timelines converge at the end, and Link has to. It takes place like 10,000 years in the future, and Ganon's back again and kills everyone, and then Link kills Ganondorf.